Thailand joins BRICS. A massive shift in global power. China and Thailand will strengthen interaction in multilateral platforms, including BRICS, the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, and the Asia Cooperation Dialogue. This is stated in a joint statement of the two governments following the visit of Thai Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra to China. The document was published on the kingdom's foreign ministry website. China congratulated Thailand on becoming BRICS partner, and Thailand looked forward to China's active support for Thailand's bid to join BRICS as a full member, the statement said. In addition, the two sides agreed to deepen the comprehensive strategic partnership between China and the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, reaffirming their commitment to promoting an open and inclusive regional architecture. In an interview with China Media Corporation, Paetongtarn Shinawatra noted that Beijing and Bangkok will mark the 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations in 2025. She also spoke about the latest achievements in the joint high-speed railway project. This is reported by CCTV+, a partner of TV BRICS. It will greatly facilitate trade among China, Thailand, and Laos. As a result, the connections between Thailand and China at all levels will also become closer, and exchanges and cooperation between the peoples of our two countries will become more frequent. In the near future, I believe that people can take train for travel between the two countries more easily, Paetongtarn Shinawatra said. Earlier, the kingdom's head of government was in Beijing on a 4-day visit. She attended the opening ceremony of the Young Asian Winter Games in Harbin. Indonesia joining BRICS is a huge deal that went unnoticed. On January 6th, Indonesia formally entered BRICS as a full member. It was an important geopolitical shift that went largely unreported and little discussed in the mainstream media. BRICS is an international organization whose primary purpose is to balance US hegemony in a new multipolar world. Its roots go back to 1996 and the emergence of the core group of Russia, India, and China. In 2009, along with Brazil, BRICS held its first summit. In 2010, South Africa joined and BRICS was formed, making it perhaps the only major international body in which representatives of Africa and Latin America have an equal voice. The group is neither an alliance nor a bloc, and it is not against the United States. Many of its members have good relations with the United States, but it does seek to end the American-led unipolar world and replace it with a world with many poles and many nations with equal voices. Indonesia joining BRICS is significant both because another country joined BRICS and specifically because Indonesia joined BRICS. Indonesia is the 4th largest country and the 7th largest economy in the world. 3 of the 4 largest countries in the world are now members of BRICS. BRICS now represents half the population of the world and 41.4% of GDP. At its 15th annual summit in 2023, Egypt, Iran, the United Arab Emirates, and Ethiopia joined BRICS. Now Indonesia has joined, and more than 30 more states are showing interest in participating in BRICS. The continued expansion of BRICS is a loud expression of an increasingly confident and vocal global majority's support for multipolarity and dissatisfaction with American hegemony. There is a growing feeling that the American-led unipolar world order has failed them. It has protected neither their economic development nor their sovereignty. They have too often been the victims of neocolonialism and coups. As Sarang Shidore, director of the Global South program at the Quincy Institute, told me, Indonesia joining adds to the push for a more equitable world order, but is also a signal that states across the Global South are concerned about the serious shortcomings in the current global system, in which the United States remains the most powerful actor. In its statement, Indonesia said that joining BRICS shows Indonesia's increasingly active role in global issues and commitment to strengthening multilateral cooperation to create a global structure that is more inclusive and fair. The US seems to have caught glimpses of the inevitability of the emerging multipolar world that the BRICS members have pointed to. In 2023, then CIA Director William Burns grudgingly acknowledged that the United States is no longer the only big kid on the geopolitical block, and our position at the head of the table isn't guaranteed. Last week, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said, "So it's not normal for the world to simply have a unipolar power. That was an anomaly. It was a product of the end of the Cold War. But eventually you were going to reach back to a point where you had a multipolar world, multi-great powers in different parts of the planet. We face that now with China and to some extent Russia. But it is not just that Indonesia is another country to join BRICS. It is significant that it is Indonesia that joined BRICS. Indonesia is not only the world's fourth largest country, it is the largest country in Southeast Asia. After Iran, Saudi Arabia and the UAE expanded BRICS into the Middle East, Southeast Asia remained one of the few regions in the world that BRICS was not represented. Indonesia has now made BRICS a truly global organization, and Malaysia and Thailand are preparing to follow Indonesia. But the significance goes beyond the geographical to the political and the cultural. The addition of Indonesia challenges the American narrative of democracies versus autocracies and explodes the leading US criticism of BRICS that it is a gathering of dictators. With the addition of Indonesia, BRICS is now home to 3 of the 4 largest democracies in the world, and Indonesia joins India, Brazil, and South Africa as one of 4 democratic members of the 10-nation BRICS. Indonesia is also the world's largest Muslim majority country. So, Indonesia changes the regional, political, and cultural face of BRICS, making it more global and more democratic. Like many members of BRICS, Indonesia is hostile to the US unipolar world, but is not hostile to the United States. Indonesia enjoys good relations with the US and sees its membership in BRICS as the embodiment of Indonesia's independent and active foreign policy. But Indonesia's willingness to join BRICS changes things. In 2024, Indonesia's trade with BRICS nations was 150 billion. Indonesia is now considering importing oil from Russia, saying that an opportunity to acquire oil from Russia emerged after we joined BRICS.